All you ever want to do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. That's
I got hairy legs.
Rilla mode, that's a stay woke. Rilla mode, stay woke. Rilla mode, that's a stay woke. Rilla mode, stay woke. Rilla mode,
Stay woke. Rilla mode. Stay woke. Rilla mode. That's a stay woke. Rilla mode. Stay woke.
yeah, hey, well, we can hold a peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Rilla gang, that's a crew name. We all graduated to the two-door. Second global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest in. I'm tired of niggas, they frontin' they blessings. They want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with king, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. That's a stay woke. We in Rilla mode, that's a stay woke. Rilla mode, stay woke. Rilla mode, that's a stay woke. Rilla mode, stay woke. Rilla mode. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empire fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do.
A three-letter word. Jobs. J-O-B-S.
Rilla mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. That's a stay woke. We in Rilla mode. That's
We
a stay
choose
woke.
truth
Rilla
over
mode,
facts.
Stay woke. Rilla mode. That's a stay woke. Rilla mode. Stay woke. Rilla mode.
You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
This is Marjorie Stewart Baxter.
Full North.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 19 Hundo and Cinco of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gaincast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yellow hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Today's episode of the Sleazecast is sponsored by Everston K2 Flexin' on all you beaches. Well, what's going on, fam? How are we doing? Yes, Falcon, we shall get to it in just a moment. I'm not sure why. Tessie is out of focus. I shall fix it. I shall fix it. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I know. It happens sometimes. Why are you out of focus, Tessie? The Falcon was not happy about that. Are we looking better, Falcon? Are we looking better? We looking better? No? Oh. That should do it. That should do it. That looks about right. Is that good enough? Is that good? All right. All right. Calm down. Calm your tits. That's enough Falcon. That's enough Falcon for one day. If you can't handle the camera, then you can't be on this podcast. Okay? If you can't handle the camera, then you're not welcome here. Okay? Nothing was touched. I don't touch a thing. I just turn them on. Jeez. So, all right. Everyone's ear holes are just completely blasted. Welcome to today's show. It is Swole Slut Saturday. Happy fucking 1905 beaches. We're fresh off a FEF and a masterclass, which is available now inside Swole TV and your masterclass section. So members, you can go and check out that beautiful masterclass, ankle mobility, that we laid down on Thursday. We're going to jump right into today's episode because the Falcon is just not going to leave us alone until we do. Drop a comment down below. Did you smash today? I hope you did. And if you didn't, why didn't you fucking smash? Go to the fucking gym. And also, make sure you hit that like button if you're watching on YouTube, The Daily Swole. And of course, check out all the amazing channels. Check out The Daily Swole on Instagram and TikTok. And of course, Apple Podcasts. Leave a 5-star review if you enjoy the show. Fam, let's jump right into today's post. We got a lot of posts today. We got a lot of stuff to go over. Let's jump into it, shall we? Freddie, now you can do it. Now, Freddie. Sick 'em, Freddie. Ah, very nice. Bust this nut open, fam. Would you smash? Drop in the comments down below. Put some respect on it.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
That's a hell of a card. That's a hell of a card. Nicely done, Freddie. Nicely done. That's a really nice card. Someone get Leo some help, please. Someone get Leo some help. Put the liquor down for 1 fucking second. Hashtag Swole Slut for a chance to win today's Swole card. Ooh, look at that sexy tip. Look at that tip. That's a nice tip. Hashtag Swole Slut for a chance to win today's Swole card. We'll give that away at the end of today's episode, fam. We are going right into it today. Shall we get started? It's time for some tips. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right. Remember, if you want access to all the private live streams, make sure you join the Swole fam today over at swolenormousx.com. First announcement, we have a accountability meeting. We got a couple things going on. We have an accountability meeting on Monday the 26th. Man, I guess July is just over already. Monday, July 26th. So day after tomorrow, we got Ask Papa Swole live, Red, White, and Swole, Sunday Fun Day, Q&A is tomorrow. So tons of questions tomorrow. Make sure you don't miss tomorrow's episode. But on Monday, 12 noon Eastern time, we have our accountability meeting as per usual. We got some clips available, how to deal with a fat-phobic doctor over on the Swolenormous YouTube channel. And of course, right here on the Daily Swole channel, you don't have to work out. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Of course you do. You got to work out. You got to lift some weights if you want to have some muscle and some bone density. You can't just do your cardio. Can't just do your Zumba. You're not going to be able to get off the fucking toilet when you're 70. All right, papaswolio.com for all the Swolenormous apparel. Most of you know this already, but make sure that you jump over there and use your special code for being a listener of the Mancast. Use code DailySwole for 10% off your order. Swolenormous apparel is over there at papaswolio.com. Again, use code DailySwole, all one word, for 10% off. And I see some comments, Heather, it still feels like January 2020. Yeah, everyone, we just skipped 2020. We skipped 2020, and I think 2020 kind of went right into 2021. I feel like to this point, it's been like a long 2020. I don't even remember. I don't even know. I don't think anyone's really keeping track anymore. It's just more bullshit after one thing after the next. One thing after the next. It's just a whole fucking avalanche of garbage. But we do the best that we can. We take care of our health because that's the most important thing in our lives. Because if you're not around to be alive, then it doesn't fucking matter what year it is. Doesn't matter what time it is. Doesn't matter what the weather is. If you're not alive and you're not able to walk, you're not able to be here to enjoy it, take care of your health. It's the most important thing. It's the only thing you really have. Everything else is just material bullshit. So let's jump right into some fucking Swole Fam Fef. We got some fire shit going down.
What's in the box?
We're going to kick off today's episode with Beth, and this is a fucking Harry Potter novel. All right, Beth, happy fucking Fef fam. I'm desperately trying to figure out how to express myself without sounding like a total cunt. Well, you're in the right place, Beth. As y'all know, I'm home taking care of my mom with cancer, helping her with stuff she wants done, etc. And in short, I see where I learned all of my self-destructive behavior. I love my family, and I'm glad I have moved on from this way of being. It's often referred to as family drama. I think it's actually just personal drama between people who feel forced to associate with one another. Lots of inability and unwillingness to express oneself in a constructive fashion, lack of tolerance of other ways of another's way of being, passive aggressiveness, imagined drama, assuming things that you don't know, projecting, etc. It is very frustrating for me, who has worked for many years to improve myself in my relationships with people. I am also a coach, and I'm one that has zero tolerance for people complaining about things in their lives and not willing to do anything about the things that they can control. Papa talks about this all the time, and I know all of you can get it. Do not bitch to me about this issue, that issue, and imagined issues, and then be unwilling to listen to me or actually do something about it. Anyway, I have finally gotten through week 3 of Fire and Smoke, cheap Planet Fitness membership here in town, tiny yoga space, reminders on my phone to go to the fucking gym, and taking care of myself in the evening. I'm in a place of reflection where I try very hard to consider why a family member is acting the way they are. I'm also in a place of low patience for bullshit, and I'm prepared to pack my shit and leave promptly if the environment feels too unwelcoming or much more poisonous to my health. I hate to sound like I am being dramatic, but it is what it is. I have left everything behind to be here, and I would really just like to see some growth out of people. I realize that I am projecting my expectations on them, mostly my mom and dad as I'm staying with them, but again, don't complain if you're not willing to do something. Okay, I think I'm done now. Don't mistake me, fam. I love my mom, love my family. Just needed some like-minded people to hear me. Thanks. Fuck 'em Friday, fam. Hashtag Fef. Yeah, well, you can pick your friends. You can't pick your family. And we've talked about this many times. You know, your family is really the people that you surround yourself with. It's not just the blood. All right. This idea that just because you have similar DNA, that you have to bend over backwards and sacrifice yourself for them. It's usually a lot of nonsense. I mean, you can be very close with your family, but you can also have friends that you met through life that are closer to you than family. So it's really, that's kind of this cliche that people get, that's kind of overblown. I think family is very important, but if they are shitty people, then they're shitty people. And it doesn't matter what kind of vagina they came out of. Like, just because they came out of a similar vagina doesn't mean that they're good people and doesn't mean that you should sacrifice yourself for them. So, you know, if you have to live under the same roof, it is what it is. You can't make any, if you have to live with them or you're living with them and you don't have any other method of moving out X, Y, and Z, then you kind of have to, all right, you're under the same roof. You have to make sacrifices. But at the same time, just because you came out of a, like I said, you came out of a similar vagina doesn't mean that you have to take their shit, whether or not, you know, it's kind of a, don't whore yourself out and don't sell yourself out for people that don't appreciate it and people that are not willing to change, because that's a losing battle. And as you've noticed, you're taking care of yourself, Beth. But at the same time, just don't beat yourself up about things that you can't control. And one of those things that you can control is what other people do with information. Sometimes you just can't help people. This one's from Brian. Got a Fef question for you, Papa Swole, but it's not Fef anymore, so fuck you, Brian. All right, I'm just kidding. All right, we'll go back. I'm just kidding. All right, Fef was yesterday, but obviously these posts came in after the Mancast, so it's all right. We'll let it slide. All right. It's been great going through my social media and even my phone and deleting and even blocking some people that do not contribute anything positive in my life. However, I recently blocked a knucklehead that made a bunch of racist accusations on one of my posts. It was about the Black National Anthem at the Week 1 NFL games. He littered my page with a bunch of, quote, "you're a racist" gifs and went on a diatribe about how, good word, about how the national anthem is racist. So yeah, instead of engaging, I just deleted all his posts and blocked him from all bits of my life. He would only comment negativity on my pages that involved any type of pro-conservatism and never have anything positive to say about the great things I'm doing. Speaking of diatribes, all that rolls back to, how do you get them out of your head? Not gonna lie, it felt great to boot him, but the comments were living rent-free in my head as I took them as personal attacks against my character. All those attacks couldn't be even closely true, but I was mentally attacking them for days after the blocking. Thoughts, fam? Well, I mean, I get shit like that all the time. People think because I hang an American flag behind me that I'm a racist. People, you should see the posts. Just look at some of the comments on my posts. Like, one, don't read the comments. Like, you can't read the comments. Now, if you're just being yourself, I obviously create content. It's a business. So I go through the comments and I respond to promote engagement. So seriously, when I'm going through the comments, like on TikTok, and I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, go to the gym. And, you know, those are positive things. But also when people comment and I respond, it gets them to respond and increases engagement on the post. And then TikTok's going to promote my post to more people. So, you know, it's a double-edged, it's a win-win for everyone. I want to respond as much as I can, but it also helps the post go further. When it comes to social media, a lot of times you just have to unplug. You know, sometimes it's good to share your opinions, and other times it's just going to create, I don't want to say create divisiveness, but it's just going to stir up a lot of bullshit. When it comes to, not that I'm not picking a side here, one or the other. Obviously, this other guy is a lunatic, but to get them out of your head, that's on you, obviously. And the reason why people say these things is mostly a reflective on themselves. They are projecting their own lack of self-worth. They're projecting their own despair. They're projecting their own frustration. They're projecting their own low self-esteem. That's really what it is. A lot of people lash out. The same reason why people might lash out when you're choosing to eat healthier or you bring your food somewhere and you don't want to have a drink or you don't want to eat the piece of pizza at your friend's place. You brought your own food and people give you shit for it. It's more of a reflection on what they're not doing and their awareness that you are taking care of your health, and their own self-hatred and their own, fear of failure that they're projecting onto you. And they hope that you fail so that they don't have to change. It's really going to come down to meditation. It's going to come down to because this is not going to stop. This is what life is. There's always going to be people saying dumb shit. But like you mentioned, and gratefully that you're aware of it, it's how you react to it. So you blocked him, fine. He's obviously a piece of shit. He's not worth your breath. He's not worth your brain space. I would recommend brain gains. I would recommend meditation more. I would recommend getting to the source of that, because one of the things with meditation is you actually get to sit in those feelings. So I would recommend sitting there with your eyes closed, just breathe and just kind of get into it, and then focus on those feelings. Think about the comment and think about how it makes you feel. And then notice the feeling that is in your body. Notice that feeling and address it. And usually these feelings aren't really connected to anything. The feeling is arbitrary. You'll have the same feeling based on a million different types of comments or a million different types of thoughts. It's just a reaction of like your heart rate, you're sweating, your body will kind of go a little bit more sympathetic. It's that inner like anger, and you just can't take it personally. You can't take it internally. Most of these people are just hurting inside and really have no ground to stand on, no real direction, no real purpose in life. They haven't found their shit yet, which is why they're jumping on everyone else's stuff. When people find their purpose and they find what they're passionate about, usually it's head down, blinders on, and then it doesn't bother you. So for example, I know my purpose and I'm doing shit head down, blinders on, and people can comment what they are. I voice my opinion. I put my shit out there. And if people I know people aren't going to like it. I guarantee that people aren't going to like it. I know they're not going to like it. A lot of times I say things that I'm like, hey, people aren't probably going to like this. Doesn't mean I lie. It doesn't mean I'm not being authentic. But people are going to hate everything that you say. There's always going to be someone out there that disagrees. There's always going to be someone out there that doesn't like or doesn't agree with your opinion. It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed. So it's really, like you said, all about how you react to it. So there's really nothing else aside from meditation, mulling over your own reaction to it and getting to the root of why it bothers you when someone speaks out against it. Like if you are being authentic to yourself and you are posting things that you believe in, or you're saying something that you have thought through and something that you actually truly believe, then who cares what anyone else thinks? That's really the case. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about your opinions. It really does not. It doesn't affect them. And you just can't let those comments affect you because it's just words. It's just words, just smoke. And I think from what you said, I forget, you said a knucklehead. I don't know if this is a friend. I don't know if this is a friend of yours. You said it was a knucklehead. So I don't see anywhere. I thought at first that you said it was a friend of yours, but it says a knucklehead. So who fucking cares? Now, here's the thing about social media. A lot of it's just trolls. A lot of it's trolls. A lot of it is bots. There are a lot of accounts that aren't really, or multiple accounts. They're not real people. So there's a lot of automated bots that are going around on certain posts that can be divisive, just spouting political bullshit. And that happens all the time on TikTok, happens all the time on Facebook, happens all the time on YouTube. You have literally bots, literally computer algorithms and programs that use hundreds and hundreds of phones and hundreds of different accounts to use artificial intelligence in order to respond. And most of the time, you're not gonna be able to tell if it's a real comment or not. It's getting so good that you can't even tell. You can't even tell if it's an actual human or not. The response is contextual and it kind of sounds like a person, but it's just text on a screen. So what someone thinks about you, like Anna just said in the comments, it's none of your business, none of anyone's business. I'm sure a lot of people, look, we read through some comments yesterday where someone's like, oh, I'm not going to listen to anyone that looks like a fucking Unabomber. Okay, I laugh. I don't even know what the Unabomber looks like, but sounds like that guy is spending way too much time looking at old footage of domestic terrorist attacks. So I don't care. I look like a lot of people. I get told I look like people all the time. If someone doesn't like what you're saying or someone doesn't like your idea, they're going to use any type of ad hominem attack in order to try to bring you down to their level. They're usually either jealous, they're desperate, they're angry, they're frustrated. Think about this. Think about the world today. Many people are out of work. Many people are getting, I guess, canceled and marginalized, and rightfully or unrightfully so. People are losing their work. People are getting sick. People are scared. This is the product of all the fear mongering that the mainstream media is perpetuating every fucking day for the past. I mean, it's not even the last 2 years, for decades. It's just fear mongering all the time. It's only easier to tap into your anger and fear mongering centers of the brain, the lizard parts of your brain on social media. And think about it. When you are perpetuating and pushing fear all the time, what's the reaction? What's the normal reaction to fear? Anger, rage. When people get really scared and they get backed into a corner, they get angry. It's a compensation for fear. So fuck those people. They're hurting inside and they're miserable people. Feel sorry for them and move on with your time. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Fuck that shit. Yeah. You can, like, seriously, you can say I look like, okay. I've had so many people used to say that when I was doing videos, when I have like a man bun or nice ponytail, bro. It's like, okay. Or it's like, you look like my sister. Okay, your sister must be fucking jacked. Just come back with like something catchy or something really quirky or something really, just jab right back at him. Either play with it or just leave it alone. Just ignore it. But you did the right thing. Block it and then move on. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your time. There's so many trolls and bots. It's most people dramatically. That's exactly right, Lisa. People don't realize how many trolls and bots there are. It's drastically underestimated how many fake accounts there are out there. There are tons of fake accounts. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands. Lena, hello, I have lost weight and my skin is a little loose, especially on my stomach. I've given birth to 2 children, so there are some stretch marks on the stomach. My question is, how much do you think the skin can contract? I'm 50 this year. I think it depends on the person. More often than not, it doesn't. Maybe only to a point. There might be some things you can rub on it, like vitamin E or elastin, or I don't know if there's any other fancy things that they're promoting now. There might be something that might make somewhat of a difference, but usually when the skin is stretched out, it is what it is. So aside from cosmetic surgery, I'm not sure if there's much that can be done. Those of you that maybe are up to it or up to date on that a little bit more, I have stretch marks from building muscle and gaining weight. I have stretch marks on my arms. I have stretch marks under my armpits. I have stretch marks on my inner thighs, under my, like if you look, I have them. Most people have them. If you build muscle quickly, if you gain fat quickly, if you have pregnancy, if you, girls, when they hit puberty and their tits grow a couple cup sizes in a year, you get them on your breast, like it happens a lot. So, you know, you pushed out 2 human beings, so you're going to have some stretch marks. It's just normal. I don't know if anyone has any other insights to that, but there might be some types of creams. I don't know if cool sculpting or these types of things actually do anything, but I'm sure it depends on the individual. But usually extra skin is extra skin that was created for the rapid growth of what was underneath subcutaneous, but then it doesn't retract like that because it stretched too fast and wasn't able to produce skin cells in the speed X, Y, and Z. So I'm not sure. I think it's a little bit more genetic too. Or some people tend to some people have gained a lot of weight and then lost a lot and it seemed to contract well, but I'm sure it depends on the person. So if anyone else wants to drop something in the comments, please do. Please do. All right. We got one from Mike. Hope everyone is having a great Swole Slut Saturday. I think we are. I think we are, fam. I think we are. Hope everyone is having a great Swole Slut Saturday. As some of you may remember, I mentioned a few days ago that I finally managed to purchase a new rack, bar, and some plates. Like everyone knows, it has been extremely difficult to find equipment at a reasonable price. Luckily, I had my Power Blocks bands and sandbags to keep me company, so I wasn't in a rush. So here I am, mid-pump, to introduce my new friend. I obviously haven't made any gains in the last few days, but I definitely feel more swole standing in front of it. Also, I will definitely be doing curls in it just because I can. Of course, I had to name the new rack, and here's how I came up with the name. The brand is an Orion, which is the name of one of my favorite Metallica songs, written, in my opinion, one of the most kick-ass bass players of all time. He also got me into playing bass myself when I was younger, so to honor the man, I named the new rack Cliff, and we are going to be the best of friends. I think that's it for now, except to say I'm excited to give my training a boost of energy and take it up to a new level. Oh, and what's up with knurling? That stuff stings a bit when you're not used to it. Keep doing what you do, fam. Hashtag SwoleSlut, 7 pillars. Go the fucking gym and fuck average. The knurling is like the, how do you describe it? Like the gritting of the barbell, you know, it's like sharp, the little like, you know, little spikes where you can get a little better grip. And there's different like levels of knurling. Some bars are smoother, some are rougher. And yeah, some barbells, when you get them brand new, the knurling is like actually fucking painful. Or a pull-up bar. Sometimes when they're brand new, they can be actually brutal, but you'll get used to it. You get used to it. My hands were like on fire when I first got the climbing ropes and I was just fucking around with them because I haven't used them in a while. Man, but you just do it a little bit every day and you'll get used to it. Throw some chalk on there and you'll be fine. One of the things you might want to look into is getting a brush if you're using chalk to like clean it off and to oil it to make sure that you're not getting rust in there. I have some rust on my equipment, but it gives it some more character. And my squat rack being outside is, you know, I sprayed it down with some Rust-Oleum, some matte Rust-Oleum, and it comes right back right away. That thing's just going to fucking rust away probably in a few years. We'll see. But it's holding up for now. But good luck with your new rack. Nothing wrong with that. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Nice pose, bro. Nice pose. Nice gear. Look at that. A little round of applause. Nice, brother. Nice. Nice guns, dude. Good lighting, too. Look at that split. Very nice. Nice rack. That's what she said. Ha ha. Nice rack. Very nice. Well done. Well done. Oh, you got a pulley system there too. Let's go back to that picture. You got a pulley system in the back there? Got a nice like pulley attachment? Sweet. Oh, that's pretty dope. It's built right into it. Nice. I have a pulley attachment I told you I got from Titan. I have to like install into the side of my wall. I can't wait to get that installed. Looking good, dude. Nice fucking rack. Nothing like getting a new rack. Nothing like getting a rack. I was so excited when I got mine outside. Oh, it's just gives you the ability just to throw around some fucking steel. Refreshing if you're used to doing dumbbell work all the time. And during the 2020, I was doing dumbbell, power block, and kettlebell stuff, which was great. Kettlebells are fantastic, but nothing like a barbell. Nothing like a barbell for some sick fucking gains. All right, and our final post. This is from Terry. Terry writes, my mantra when facing uncontrollable circumstances is, quote, despite. My CFS leak brain nasal surgery was successful, but I was loaded up with antibiotics, anti-inflammatory meds, and painkillers. Due to the surgery trauma, my adrenaline was sky high and I could not sleep and breathing was difficult. Even though I was not able to go to the gym and work out, I was still able to stretch a little and get some walking in, even if I was walking like a drunken sailor after an all-nighter. I was anxious and restless and felt like crap, but walking and stretching helps reduce some of these problems. It was not ideal, but it helped. And if your mind is in the right place, you can find some marginal, forward-moving positive activity that you can do despite all the uncontrollable things happening to you and around you. So happy I can go back to the gym today and get back into the groove of becoming the healthy person I will become. Time-saving tips. Number 1, if you are preparing a meal, prepare 2 or 3 meals at the same time and store it for later. This not only makes you more prepared for your next eating time, but saves you 2 or 3 times you have to clean up, as you only have one major cleanup. Number 2, prep your workout clothes or work clothes 2 or 3 days in a row so you don't have to stress about what you need to have before you go to the fucking gym. Less stress about clothes makes it easier and more attractive. Number 3, and the final one, plan your mini meals on a schedule so you know how much you're eating and what you're eating. Berries, a few almonds, a tangerine. You'll get the benefit and you don't fall off plan because you have it at the ready. And it's part of the plan, not an impulsive urge. Well said, dude. Well said.
I like to caress rusty spoons.
Just make sure those spoons, if you're preparing your meals, make sure there's no rusty spoons in there. Thank you for sharing, Terry. Good posts. We got some deep fucking shit going on, but very good tips. Very good tips. How do you prepare your meals? How many of you do meals in advance, or do you all do one meal at a time? Personally, I usually cook in the moment, or when I'm making steak, for example. Sometimes I'll cook an extra one and I won't eat all of the second one, for example, and then I'll have it for the next day. Actually, I usually don't eat during the day, but a little bit earlier before the Mancast, I was just fucking hungry. And I'm like, I am going to eat. So I had like half a steak and I had some sauerkraut and like an avocado. And then later on, I'll probably have some more food, but I just felt like pounding something. So it's always nice to have something ready, at least, even if you want to eat once a day. It's always nice to have a little bit extra. You never know when you want to have a small meal, or you might opt for a snack, or you just want something lighter earlier in the day and you want to split up your meals a little bit more. All right. Good posts. All right. We'll take some questions now. Let's see. Tyler, where can I find those stretch bands for your fingers I see in your podcasts that you use? You see them here? They're in the Amazon store. You mean like the round circle ones that you open up? Those are in the Amazon store. So check out the Amazon store. If you log into your account and you click on Papa Swolio's recommended gym products, or you go to links.papaswolio.com and just click on the Amazon store, you'll see them. They should be in the gym section. If they're not there, let me know, but they should be there. They should be there. Should be there. All right. Papa Swolio, what is up with these miracle supplements? Oh, there's no such thing as those. The ancestral beef organs and living bone ones. I received them a few hours ago and took 3 of each. My back pain is 80% better than it was this morning. What the fuck? LOL. Holy shit. Are you serious? Now I see what you mean. I was like, miracle supplements. Whoa. I'm not telling anyone to take miracle supplements. Your back pain was 80% better. That's fantastic. The living bone, yeah, they're out of the bone marrow, I think, until October. They must have just be out of stock. I think they ship them in from New Zealand. But I think the Living Bone has some calcium and phosphorus in it too, if I'm not mistaken. But then also has other things. I have some of the Living Bone stuff here too. It's fantastic. The ancestral supplements are fan-fucking-tastic. So those are available in the Amazon store as well. It's awesome. So there's tons of them. There's great ones, like some of the ones I've tried most of all of them. There's male optimization ones with testicle and prostate, along with some other organs and bone marrow. There's the beef organ blend. There's the blood vitality, which is great. I always say for ladies, when you're on that time of the month, when on flow shows up, it's great to get the red blood cells, the platelets, you get spleen, you get liver. It's great for immune function. There's colostrum. There's just all sorts. There's individual ones like kidney, spleen, heart. You can get them individually or you get the blend. I just generally recommend people start with the beef organ blend and see how you feel with that. But it's great. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, I haven't heard of any meat shortages, but a lot of times those supplements go out because you think about it, there's only so much maybe bones that they're going to grind up for bone marrow. And sometimes those things will cycle through depending on demand for the supplements. Supplements are different than the actual meat themselves because those are very specific, I'm sure. But it depends on what kind of meat shortage you're referring to. I'm sure they'd want a meat shortage. They're trying to make us all fucking vegetarians and vegans in this world. You don't need meat. It's bad for you. It's going to cause heart attacks and stuff. Give me a break. Getting only a couple hours less sleep a night will increase your risk like tenfold. I'm just throwing out a number there, but it's drastically of having a heart attack and heart disease, much more so than eating meat. And quality meat products, it's all lies. It's all nonsense. All nonsense. Meat's bad for you. Fuck off. Fuck off. What's up, muscles? Thoughts on jumping rope to get your heart rate up? Why? I don't jump rope. I mean, I have before, but I don't really do. I prefer doing things like with the sled. I think it's good if you have really, if your joints are wonderful. Just want to be careful. Just doing that on a hard surface if your body has impairments. But it can be beneficial. I don't do a ton of cardio in that sense, but I prefer doing kettlebell stuff or yoga or sauna. So I do the sauna once or twice a day. And that's similar to doing cardio. Legit, like your heart rate gets up in a sauna. So if you like to do heat, you get pretty similar cardiovascular benefits to doing cardio. So yeah, it's good to add that in there. Depends on what the purpose is or the goal, but it's great to do it as a warm up if you have good joint alignment. All right, let's see. We'll take some more questions. If you got them, drop them in the comments below. Hashtag #AskPapaSwolio. And we got some from Instagram too, if you don't have them live, but we'll opt for live ones first. Juan Bunman. Hello, Juan. El Rock. Nice avatar. Can chia and flax seeds cause inflammation? I eat chia pudding very often because it's tasty, but I feel like that's the cause of my bloating lately. Cut it out. I don't eat it. I'm sure it can. I mean, I wouldn't eat chia seeds or flax seeds. Mama Swole has some of those sometimes. I call it bird seed. Like, I don't fucking want to eat that shit. I have no interest in eating that stuff. But yeah, if you feel like that's the cause, that's what an elimination diet is. Cut it out and see how you feel. Probably if you eat a lot of it, it also might be how much you're eating. If you have a little bit of it once in a while, but I don't think flax seeds or chia should be any sole or any kind of center point of a diet. Maybe like a little bit on the side or once in a while. But if you're suspecting that it's causing bloating, then cut it out and see how you feel. But you have to remove it for several weeks and see how you feel from it. But chances are, if you're eating it frequently, you'll notice a difference or you'll notice something right away. But it certainly can. And everyone's going to have their own sensitivities, which is why doing elimination diets is so important, because you figure out what foods affect you as an individual. Yeah, well, there's definitely inflation. And there were some articles we're talking about. There's definitely price inflation for a lot of consumer goods, and and a lot of people just throw the word out inflation. There's many different types of inflation, and it's very complicated. Anyone that tells you they fully understand what inflation is lying to you. It's very, very complicated. You can have one type of inflation, not have other types of inflation, but a lot of food prices are going up. And also you're starting to see other things like food companies are making their products smaller. So let's say a product, rather than sell 16 ounces for $5, let's say they're selling 16 ounces of something for $5, rather than making 16 ounces $5.50, they'll sell you 14 ounces for $5. So the price doesn't change, but subtly they'll change the packaging and you're actually getting less of the product, but you're paying the same price. So it's the same thing. It's just optically different. They're just kind of, they don't want to change the price and be like, oh my God, it's going up, and people stop buying it. So they give you less and try to make it subtle because most people won't notice that you're actually getting less for what you're paying for, which is essentially what inflation is. Less buying power. Let's see. Tyler, when bulking, waking up in the mornings, when should be the first meal upon waking up? I usually eat within 30 minutes to an hour. That's your preference. If you need to get in the calories, that depends. Some people like to eat right away. Some people don't. So there's no rule. I don't eat first thing in the morning, so some people eat right away. If you're trying to get in a ton of calories, then usually you have to eat more frequently. So depends on how your schedule is. Oh God. Oh God. What do you mean? Lynn, is there any negative effects to eating the sweet potatoes raw versus cooked? Yo, do not eat sweet potatoes raw. I hope you're not making them. I hope you're not like, you mean cold or hot? I hope you're not eating sweet potatoes like raw. You mean like hard? No fucking way. Do not eat a sweet potato hard. Do not eat a raw sweet potato. I've tried cooking them several ways and they all taste like shit. I love them raw. Is that a joke? What do you mean? Like hard, like the rock, like a root? You mean the ones that I have like on the wall and like the ones that you'll throw on the ground and it'll break the tile floor? You love, can you eat them? Fuck, gross. Absolutely cook the fuck out of them. Bake them. Put them on 400. Put it on 400 in the oven for like an hour and then put it in the fridge. I like it cold. I mean, you get resistant starch and I like fresh peeled and eat. Oh, fuck no. Is there negative side effects? I can't even imagine. I've never had it raw and I never will. Hell no. They're not meant to be eaten raw. They taste like shit cooked. Dude, I would look into that. I think there was like a lot of toxins. I think like cassava and shit like that in the Amazon, like you'll die. It's poisonous if you don't cook it. I would Google that. I don't think that's safe. That might not be healthy. You might be able, it might not be that type of root, but how do you think they taste good raw, but they don't taste good cooked? I mean, there's many different ways to cook them, but just bake a sweet potato. It's amazing. Oh, you broke me, dude. You peel it and eat a sweet potato like hard? Fam.
What the fuck is that?
Lynn. Most most of these things are not really edible anyway, even when they're cooked. And most raw, those are like usually, like plants raw are usually toxic. Oh. Regular potatoes raw? What the fuck is wrong with you people? I have never heard of anyone eating this shit raw. The Google says you can eat it raw, then don't eat it raw. Like raw vegetables are some of the nastiest fucking things on earth. They're barely edible cooked, in my opinion. What the all right, fam. Like, you do you, but hey. I'm just thinking about it. No, we're still connected. We're still connected. The podcast isn't over. All right, I gotta move on. You know, white potatoes. A lot of people have issues with white potatoes because they're nightshades. I mean, if you eat any potatoes, I would recommend sweet potatoes. Fucking bake them. Cook them. For fuck's sake. What? What? Oh. Jesus Christ. I still can't get past it. All right, I'm sure we'll keep on talking about it in the comments. Everyone was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I think everyone stopped what they were doing and like, hold up. Any that are lifting were like, wait a second. Aaron, what's your opinion on fruit smoothies? Eat your fruit. I don't think you should be eating fruit smoothies. It pulverizes any of the benefits like the fiber and stuff. You're just getting a sugar bomb. I would just eat the fruit. Blending it destroys the fiber. It destroys the benefit that you're getting from the fruit if you're blending it. Eat the fruit. You'll notice you feel a lot different. Most of these people that just suck down fruit smoothies all the time, yeah, the people that go to Jamba Juice all the time are just drinking like 32 ounces of just sugar. Yeah. Fruit's meant to be consumed. There's a thing that you have. It's called teeth. These things that are meant to chew things. You're not supposed to juice your fruit. You're supposed to eat your fruit. Eat it. Eat it. I'm still grossed out. That's just my opinion, my experience. I eat my fruit. I don't like to blend it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm still grossed out about your fucking raw sweet potatoes, dude. I'm glad that you're here. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying not to. I'm going to Matt Damon you just because.
Matt Damon.
I've never heard of anyone eating a raw sweet potato. I've never heard of anyone doing it. I think we've joked about it before. Like, can you imagine? I think someone mentioned it like a long time ago, like an Ask Papa Soy. And we're like, oh my God, can you imagine eating it raw? I didn't know anyone actually did. Tell me, are you the kind of person that do you like kava too? Are you one of those people that likes to drink like dirt tea? What was it called? Kava, right? It's like mud. It's like spicy, bitter mud. I had it once and I was like, what the I tried to... What? Amanda, does eating more frequently boost metabolism? I think that's as far as I'm aware, that's more of a myth. You'll boost your metabolism by lifting weights. Lifting weights and building muscle. This is where a lot of women get stuck. You try to do a caloric deficit. Hey, if you want to lose fat, eat less calories. But you can't just keep on eating less calories because you'll starve yourself and you'll binge and you'll crash out because you can't just keep on going from 2 to 1800 to 16 to 14 to 12. You need to build muscle, lift heavy. That way you're going to be able to eat more and still lose body fat. So if you're lifting weights and you're building muscle, you're building bone density, you'll be able to eat more food and still cut fat. So lift weights, eat more. Lift weights, eat more. That's some fucking, you don't have to take it, but that's some fucking advice right there. That's some fucking gold. That's some fucking gold. Stop cutting calories, lift harder, eat more. But eat good food, right? You're not eating shit. What's up, Sarge? What do you like to eat for post-workout when you're trying to keep it whole food versus protein shakes? I'll have some raw honey, some dates or something like that. Or you can get a whey protein, a grass-fed isolate if you have a really good one. That's really clean, no other unflavored, nothing added to it. But, or I'll just eat food. I mean, usually after a workout, I'll just stick more towards carbohydrates. If I have some raw honey, and then I'll usually soon after start making food, like food. I don't worry too much about the anabolic window or that kind of nonsense anymore. But I usually like something right after. I'll usually go for some fruit or something like that. Excuse me. Fruit or raw honey or dates. And then, maybe like I said, you can get a grass-fed isolate or something if you want something right away, or I'll just make some food like steak or something like that. It's like sprinkling diatomaceous earth on cereal. Reminds me of Ren and Stimpy where they're eating kitty litter. Gritty kitty. Ren. Aaron, I know you mentioned you hate running. Well, it depends on the purpose. Long distance? No. Sprinting? Sure. Running from tigers and bears and shit. But I have to for the police academy because I run a lot. What advice do you have to run longer and boost stamina and endurance? Like what are you running in? Like your footwear? It's brutal. What advice? I would make sure you're strengthening your anterior tibialis so you don't get shin splints. Running heel to toe is brutal. I don't recommend it, but if you're wearing boots or standard issue gear, it's going to be hard to run midfoot, running and pounding on pavement. I know a lot of people do it. Look, a lot of people do it. So you say, well, I've been running on pavement. Your body adapts to a lot of things, but people are also wearing Nikes with like 2-inch fluffy, NASA designed heels because you're not supposed to run on your heel. That's a bone. That's your calcaneus. That's supposed to smash your heel into the fucking ground. It's supposed to run on the balls of your feet midfoot. That way your body's natural spring is able to absorb the shock and propel you forward. But that takes a lot of reprogramming because most people don't learn to run like that because we wear shoes since we're 4 fucking years old and our feet form improperly. Our bones form, our feet form like really tight and hard. It compresses our foot. So our feet are supposed to be more splayed out. But because we wear shoes since we're really little, it deforms our feet. It's like foot binding, the way they used to do it in China. But it's just modern day foot binding. So take the foot coffins off. I mean, that's why I love my Vibrams, but I don't run on pavement with them. I would never run on pavement. Run on soft surfaces, on grass or on sand, when appropriate. But I used to get, when I used to run, because I used to run for baseball and stuff in college, I used to get terrible shin splints. I used to have like Dixie cups frozen with ice and I would rub them on my shins because they'd be inflamed. But that's because your feet are flopping. And it's the anterior tibialis as per the masterclass we did last night. So strengthening that muscle can definitely improve or mitigate your risk of getting shin splints, but it's still improper running. Advice: you have to run longer and boost stamina and endurance. Practice. I mean, it's proper periodization. I'm no running expert, so like getting on a proper running program, if that's what you have to do, I would just Google some type of, it's proper periodization and progression of running. You can overtrain and overrun. You can do too much of that, just like you can. Your heart's a muscle. You can overdo and overtrain your cardiovascular system the same way you can overtrain any kind of muscle. It's just a lot of repetitive work, repetitive overuse injuries that can really jack up the body. But I would recommend focusing on strengthening your anterior tibialis, proper running form. Make sure if you're running heel to toe and that kind of stuff, you're wearing running shoes. Well, I mean, there's a lot of different types of running shoes. I saw you respond. So, when it comes to running shoes, there's a lot of running shoes out there that are not good running shoes. Like most Nikes are trash. Heel to toe running shoes, more neutral foot if you can. Opt for running shoes that are more midfoot for a mid strike. That way you're not running heel to toe. They make shoes like Merrell's and there's other ones that are more neutral, more, what do they call it? Zero drop, more midfoot shoes. There's a lot of different types out there. Newton's, Merrell's. There's a lot of different brands out there that are more designed for people that do like street running, if that's what you're doing. So I would recommend having good footwear because if you are running on a hard surface, you're going to want some of that support. Vibrams are going to be way too intensive on your Achilles and stuff. If you're going from 0 to Vibrams, you don't want to do that. You have to really gradually, over months and months and months, if not years, progress into barefoot running. Yeah, Brooks. Yeah, I don't do a lot of long distance running. I used to. So I used to do, but I wore Vibrams. I used to do trail runs. I used to do 5 and 10K trail runs with Vibrams on. And we used to do them but it was on dirt. It was on mountain bike courses, and they would shut it down and turn them into a race for the day. So I used to do 5 and 10Ks with that. But I used the Vibrams that were like the Trek Vibrams, so they had some tread on the bottom. They're a little bit thicker. But I remember I clipped my pinky twice. I remember this short story. I clipped my pinky on a root because I was going over, when you get fatigued, your hip flexors get tired, you don't lift your feet as much, your legs as much. So I clipped my pinky on a root and it fucking pulled it out and I saw stars and I kept on running. And it just hurt so fucking much. I kept on running because I was in first place. I won this 10K. And it was 2 laps. And I was thinking about like, oh my God, it fucking hurts so much. I fucking did the same fucking thing on the next lap. I hit the same pinky on the same route. I don't even remember this race much because I think I was blacked out half the time with pain. It hurt so fucking much. I went to the doctor. My foot was like this. I can't even do it with my hands. It was like, here's my foot. And my pinky was like this. It was like almost straight out to the side. I went to get an x-ray. I don't know how, but it wasn't broken. No idea how. But it was like literally maybe like a 70-degree angle off to the side of my foot. Took forever to actually like come back in. It was such a bad sprain or who knows what the fuck happened. So bad. Anyway, it takes a long time. Long time. Just some thoughts if you're asking about like running training. Just some initial thoughts on that. Tyler, what can I do to improve my content more and see viewers grow on my videos on YouTube? Because my videos on YouTube grow really at this point. That's fucking bullshit. Here's what I would say. YouTube doesn't show my shit to anyone anymore. That was an inside joke. It's no surprise. What can I do to improve my content more and see viewers grow on my videos for YouTube? Be consistent. Make sure you're posting on a regular schedule. Create valuable content. Slowly make it better over time. Find your audience. Like, what do you like to talk about? How you like find your voice? The more you do it, the better you'll get. And you'll get subscribers over time. You can comment on other people's videos. You know, people like, let's say you're making a certain type of content. You can drop comments on other people's videos but not just like, hey, nice video. Actually drop some valuable context to a video because other people in comments will see your comment. And if it's the same account that you're making your videos on, they might click on your account and profile and find your page and maybe subscribe to your content. You know, don't spam and be like, hey, I made a video on this too. Check out my account here, blah, blah. You'll just get blocked and it's sleazy. But just make good content. You know, learn how to tag, learn how to... YouTube's not really distributing videos very well right now. There's a ton of censorship, so it depends on what kind of videos you're making. But you got to be consistent as fuck, and it's going to take a long time. I was making videos on YouTube for 3 years before... It took me 3 years to get 10,000 subscribers on YouTube on the Swolenormous channel, and then in 2019, I gained like 90,000. So it popped in 2019. That was like the whole Brittany Dawn, Madeline Georgetta. That was like... 2019 was like the sweet spot for YouTube. A lot of channels like popped off and really grew fast. And then of course in 2020, mid 2020, they passed some more laws and restrictions and they shut just a ton of channels down. So like August, September of 2020, like all my channels just completely fucking hit a wall. They were growing and then just fucking stopped. Like literally you'll see this and all of a sudden my subscriber count is completely flatlined since just before the election in 2020. Shocker. Cyrax, is strength training your priority in your exercising schedule? Always. Always, always, always. Not like songwriting, but equalizer stuff, making the sound better. Do it on TikTok. Fuck YouTube. Make music on TikTok. Make music on TikTok, make it a sound, and then if you make viral content, people will use your sounds for their videos. Go on TikTok. TikTok is a place to be. Yep, there you go. Kashina's got it. Yeah, I spend most of my attention on TikTok. I'll be making some more YouTube content, but it's just like the attention there. It's not worth the effort because they don't show it to anyone. So I'll make some more content. We're gonna have some more nuts on chin stuff. But if you want to build an audience and build a business, an audience, any kind of social media, TikTok, 100,000%. And doing video content on Instagram. Instagram is trying to compete with TikTok or Facebook is because they shit the bed and they fucked up with Reels. So they're trying to scrape back some attention. So if you're making video content on Instagram, it's being promoted more than it has been lately. So they kind of started opening up a little bit more organic reach again on videos and Reels and stuff. But you know, you still have to make good content that people want to share. So the thing is, you go on TikTok and then you hop on the viral trends. So make videos. So I would make videos with your music with viral trends. Like there'll be certain trends or certain filters that everyone will use for like a day or two, and they'll make the same type of video in different styles. And one will make, you know, different themes, and everyone's like, haha, this is, you know, I love this, the best thing I've seen all day. But the attention span is super fucking fast. So shit trends for like a day or two and then it's old news. So you have to be really quick with it. Really quick. Let's see. Aaron. Oh, here's another thing before. I'll take your question in a second, Aaron. But getting back to the TikTok thing, because this is some Swolenormous Pro content, by the way. If you want to make really like viral content on TikTok, make your videos, but try to make TikTok really biases towards people making the same type of content all the time. You don't want to get typecast as one type of video, but if you make certain videos, certain style, certain length, certain whatever, here's the thing, because you have to help the algorithm help you. So remember, TikTok wants to show your content. In other words, the goal of TikTok is to keep people on TikTok as long as possible. They don't care how, they just want you to be on TikTok as long as humanly possible. So you want to the videos that you make, if you make consistent type of videos, let's say you make videos that are consistently 30 seconds or 15 seconds or a minute or 3 minutes, you make your videos consistent, TikTok is going to show those videos to people that are most likely to engage and to like them. And if you continue to make those videos or those types of videos, then the algorithm will be better able to know who would like those videos and keep on showing them to more people. So in other words, if you're consistent with your content, the type of content, the direction or the style, the better the algorithm can share it with people that it'll think would like their video. Thus, people will stay on the app more, everyone wins. So the more consistent you are, that's why the Daily Swole TikTok has grown so fast and the Papa Swolio has grown fast, because it's the consistency of the video. So you have to make videos to fuel the algorithm. The algorithm, you can blame the algorithm or you can use it to your advantage. And that's what you have to do. So just think about the goal of the apps. The apps are trying to hashtags, not really the most important thing, just stay music, whatever it is, just pick 3 to 5 hashtags and do those and do different ones. Keep a couple the same and mix up a couple of them. It's not really going to make or break. It's not everything on these apps. So the way TikTok works is like different types of engagement will track differently. It'll rate higher in the algorithm. So a like is like the lowest level. Likes, comments, shares are better. So if someone shares your video, that will boost it a lot more. People that watch the length time, how long they watch it, and like repeat views. So the longer people watch your video, that's why you sometimes see videos that are short that loop. So if they loop over and over again, people tend to watch them more, which increases watch time, which will boost in the algorithm. So every time you make a video on TikTok, it'll show it to X amount of people. So when I make a video on TikTok, it'll show it to 100, let's say 100 of my followers. Based on how those 100 people react to the video, let's say they all watch the whole thing, they all share, they all comment, TikTok's going to open the next gate and show it to 1,000 of my people. If everyone reacts the same way, they'll show it to 100,000 people. And then if they all act the same way, they'll show it to 1 million people or 10 million people. And that's where you get those like viral gates. So it depends on how it ranks based on smaller, because sometimes you'll show it to a couple people and they're like, bored. The video does jack shit. Sometimes you'll just hit something and it'll pop off. So anyway, some marketing 101 for all y'all beaches. Little TikTok information. All right, Aaron, how can I improve and do more push-ups and sit-ups? I can do 32 straight push-ups and 50 sit-ups before needing to take a break. Does benching help, or I keep doing more push-ups? I would do negatives. I would do isometrics, like holds at the top. I would do different things like pause reps. I would do negatives at the end, like do slow descent. So do your 32, and then at the end of that, hold at the top and lower as slow as you can for like 5 seconds and do like 5 or 10 more negatives. You'll still have shit in the tank. You just won't be able to push yourself back up. You'll be able to lower yourself controlled. So doing negatives, overloading, doing weighted push-ups, benching doesn't really help for push-ups, because push-ups are more metabolically, it's more aerobic. It's more oxidative than, for example, doing like a heavy bench press. So it can help, but I would recommend doing isometrics and negatives and even doing weighted push-ups. Like you can have someone sit on your back or put a 45 on your back and then do negatives all the way down, drop your knees, push up, lift your knees off the ground, and then do negatives. I would recommend doing stuff like that. Yeah, keep talking about fat people and Krispy Kremes. There you go. They'll be huge. Hey. and it'll go viral. If you yell at people, if you yell at morbidly obese people for eating donuts, you'll get a lot of hate. Talk about getting hate. All right, I'm telling you. So for whoever mentioned that before, that in the Swole fan post, they were saying, they were calling me a racist. You go look at my Daily Swole TikTok and go look at some of those videos. Just look at the comments. Look at the comments. Like, talk about savage responses. Like, you just can't let it bother you. Because all the people that think about this, people that hate the shit are going to comment. I gained like 60,000 followers from that. I got like 1 million fucking likes on the video, but the people that hate it are going to comment. Some people are like, yeah, you're absolutely right, man. Most people are going to be like, fuck you, you fat phobic piece of shit. You fucking... The angry cunts are the ones that are going to comment on it. All right. The angry people comment. The people that like it are like, sweet, heart that, share that, like good shit. They don't talk like, yeah, he's right. Yeah, he's right. But then people that are angry, they're the loudest. So you're always going to see the comments from the fucking twats because they're the loudest. What do you think's going on in our culture right now? The small minority are the fucking loudest. And you know why they have the loudest voice? Is because social media neutralizes playing fields. So you don't understand that it's like 10,000 people and it's these fucking fringe lunatics that are thinking that everything is racist and upside down. This country's a fucking mess. It's a small fringe that are getting access to the front pages of all these fucking platforms. It's stupid. All right, we're done with questions. Say it. Yeah. Speak the truth and the cunts will come. That's a great Field of Dreams parody. If you say it, cunts will come. Oh, there we go. If you say it, cunts will come. What's that? Oh, I got to find a cornfield now and do that. If you say it, cunts will come. Oh, shit. Imagine like all these, can you imagine me saying something in the middle of a baseball field and all these fat people come out of the cornfields? They're like eating the corn. It's a fucking zombie movie. And it blends into World War Z. Only you don't have to run. I could just walk away. I could like meander away nice and I can saunter away. I don't have to run. World War F. World War F. You don't have to run. You can just mosey or meander. Sometimes I'll saunter. Maybe a little hustle here and there, maybe a skip. You never know. You never know. All right, let's get into some shit posts before, I don't know, before something else happens.
That's deep.
I casually stroll away. Oh my God, the fat people are coming. No worries. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
What's your name, fat body?
Now we're talking about the annoying ones. We're talking about the annoying people. All right. Those of you that are out there that are obese or overweight and all that stuff, it's all good. We're all working on something. But remember, this kind of obesity and this kind of fatness, we're talking about the people that are fucked up in the head, right? That don't understand that they're trying to justify it and pretend like it's a healthy situation just because it hurts their feelings. All right. You all know who we're talking about here. You all know what we're talking about. All right. We got some good shit to start off. What we got for them? Oh, before we go. Nope. Nothing's in the box. Remember, use hashtag SwoleSlut for a chance to win today's Swole card. Yes, Falcon. It's a nice Swole card. Yes. Yes. It's very nice. Very nice. Okay, fam. What do we got for us? All right. Nice. I see you, baby. I see you. All right, here we go, fam. Aha. This is what Disney princesses would look like if they had realistic proportions. You know where this is going. You know where this is going. You know. You already know. This is what Disney princesses would look like if they had realistic proportions. Okay, these are cartoons, by the way. These are cartoon characters. These are cartoon characters. It's a cartoon. These are cartoon characters. These are drawings. This is what you would look like if you were a lion. It's a cartoon. I don't know why these... Apparently these... Oh, God. All right. I don't, why are they all tatted up, by the way? Okay, number 1. Ariel. All right, nice leg tat of flounder on her leg. Okay. Realistic proportions. Do you think that's a realistic proportion? Look at her waist, by the way. Doesn't seem like the proportions are the same. Seems like you just took the same thing and just exacerbated it. I don't think anyone has a waist that, what is this, Nicki Minaj or something? With like ass injections? Who looks like that with like a waist like that? It was like a 24-inch waist and like a 55-inch ass. I don't know. Is that realistic? You be the judge. Whatever. It's, whatever. Okay. I don't even know anymore. Next one. And Belle. Okay. Look, these aren't even realistic proportions either. Look at her hips. Who has a waist like that and hips like this? That's not natural either. Yeah, Kim Kardashian. Okay. Okay. No one looks like this either. No one does. What is going on here? What is going on with that? No one looks like that. No one looks like that naturally. Sorry. What's that? What the fuck is that? 20-inch waist and 60-inch hips? Give me a break. Tinkerbell. All right. This is Trisha Paytas for Halloween. All right. So, okay. You know what it is? It's not even, and look, it isn't even the fact that, oh my God, this person's obese. It's just the reason why they're drawing this. You're trying to say like, here, this is what it should look like. Trying to make people feel better about being unhealthy. Like, I don't care if someone looks like this. Everyone's going to look different. Doesn't mean you don't take care of your health. We all know why it's being leveraged as such. And Fapunzel. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Why are they all tatted up? I don't know. But Rapunzel looking... Okay, Rapunzel. These are cartoons. You could draw things however you want. Okay? You could draw things however you want. And some of you might look something like that. Okay? This is... look, the problem is not the drawings. These aren't even as bad as some of the ones we've seen before. This is what Disney princesses would look like if they had realistic proportions. And they proceed to draw them with unrealistic proportions. Like, how is that realistic? How is any of that realistic? Yeah, I don't know. Does Rapunzel ever wear something like this? Is Rapunzel like wearing like S&M or like BDSM gear apparel? We're like what is this? Why is she wearing like lace? Why is Rapunzel like wearing underwear? I don't know. I don't know anymore. But you know what I do know? I do know something, fam. You know what I do know? I do know that we have a return. We have a return of Dr. Rachel Milner. Okay. She found a background for her posts that match her fucking shirt, which is impressive because that's we call this migraine purple. Migraine purple is the actual name of this color. It writes, we can name it anything we want. Let's name it Rachel. But if we can, I
was kidding.
No, I wasn't.
I was only kidding.
Okay. We can name it anything we want. But if changes in family eating habits are actually in response to concerns about a child's weight, hold on a second. You don't know English. That's not a word. What the fuck is going on here?
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Is that even like, is that something that actually exists? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think that's a real thing. Grammar can be complicated, I do understand, but I don't think apostrophes are to be used in that manner. Child's is. You don't need that second one. A child's weight. It's the child's weight. You don't need that second one. You don't need a second one. Not a real thing. You could take child's. For those who are just listening, it's the word child, apostrophe S with another apostrophe after the S. All right. Look, this is the internet. I get it. Not everything that I've ever typed in a caption is perfect grammar, but I don't type nonsense. All right. I do tit slapping shit. So if I have a typo, fuck it. But if you're going to type nonsense, if you're going to try to manipulate people's brains, you better fucking come with some grammar. I'm going to rip that shit a fucking part. Let's read this again. We can name it anything we want, but if changes in family eating habits are actually in response to concerns about a child's weight, minus a second apostrophe, the child will know. Even if weight is never mentioned, the child will know. No, they won't. No, they won't. The child won't know unless you tell them such. Better idea. Depends on how old the child is. Better idea. Trust children's bodies. Oh, well, we see how that's going. Why don't you give them puberty blockers while you're at it? Trust children's bodies and make sure they know that their home will be a safe place for their body to exist at whatever size it is. Okay, I'm going to Matt Damon here.
Matt Damon.
Your body's not going to be that safe with diabetes. I thought parents were supposed to educate their children and teach them good habits. So this is a way, let me clarify. This is the way for a parent to not feel guilty for damaging their child to this point. So if you have an obese child and it's your fault, instead of taking personal responsibility for your parenting, you're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to trust my child's body. What does that mean? How do you trust a child's body? That sounds weird. Sounds creepy. Sounds illegal. Trusting a child's body and make sure that they know their home. Okay, know their home will be a safe place for their body to exist. Okay, you want them to feel safe at home. But why do you phrase it like that? For their body to exist at whatever size it is. Okay, how about you teach them good habits so this isn't a problem to begin with? Just because you're guilty for not parenting properly doesn't mean you allow it to continue. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? What's wrong with people? Well, where do we begin? She writes in the caption to explain this nonsense. Kids know when their body is seen as a problem to be solved. They know if their family starts eating differently because of concerns about their weight. Weight or size never needs to be mentioned for kids to know. I don't think that's across the board. It depends on what the situation is, but all right. Why? Look, if your family starts eating differently, here's the problem. Why was the family eating shit to begin with? So if you start eating different, oh shit, little Susie's getting fat. It's because you're fucking up. She's probably not getting enough sleep. She's not eating real food, not exercising enough, spending too much time on her tablet or phone or sitting down at school or whatever the fuck it is. So the problem is that you have to eat differently to change. You weren't doing this to begin with. So again, this is a parental guilt type thing. So maybe instead of trying to hide a weight loss plan for a kid under the guise of changes, quote, the whole family needs to make, or pretending it's about health or whatever name you want to give it. Yeah, let's not pretend it's about health. Okay. Okay, it is about health, but all right. Adults take responsibility of working through their own fat phobia and not burdening kids with it. Oh, you are a train wreck. Oh, you are a train wreck. This is child abuse. This is poor children. It's not even, I don't even feel, it's not that you're hurting the children's head. It's like, just think, her child, if she has a child, her child is sharing DNA with her. Like her child is has some of Rachel's DNA inside her body. Oof, that's a rough one. Talk about being 5 yards behind the starting line. Where were we? Kids need to know that their home will always be a safe place for their body to exist. Safe place, fine. For their body to exist? I cringe every time I read the phrase, my body is just existing. For just existing. For just existing with a lot of donuts in the mouth for just existing with a lot of bad habits. Like, since when do we just stop parenting and just listen to whatever kids want to do so we don't feel guilty? They need to know that their body will not be seen as a problem to be solved. It's called teaching your child education. It's called parenting. That's why some people shouldn't have kids. Oh, God. They need to know that they will not be shamed because of body size. Maybe not at home. Wait till they go out in the fucking world. Sure, make that safe space. Make that safe space a nice little bubble. And then this is the problem. You're sending out kids into a fucking world that doesn't give a fuck about them. And you're telling them, like, you're just the way you are. You're just a perfect thing. Don't try, don't learn. Sure. And then they go out in the world, and then words are violence. Then words hurt them. Oh my God, Mommy, they were so mean to me at school. Well, you're 300 pounds and you're 8 years old, sweetheart. What do you expect? Sorry about that, but your body was just existing. Didn't want to tell you otherwise. Kids in bigger bodies, just those bigger bodies that they're stuck in, will hear from all different parts of the culture that there's something wrong with their body. Mother Nature will. You don't need other people. Mother Nature will. Maybe their pancreas has other thoughts. Make home one place they know everything is right with their body. That's not teaching your children anything. Doesn't mean, okay, this is...
Matt Damon.
Can some parents step up and say something in the comments? Because I don't have any kids, but I know stupidity when I see it. So I have no qualms about ripping on this shit. I don't have to have kids to know stupidity when I see it. All right. I do not need to have reproduced to know when someone's being stupid. But this whole safe space thing is a problem. Because life doesn't fucking care. They're going to go out in the real world and get shit on. They're going to go out in the real world. They're going to be out of breath. They're not going to be able to keep up. They're going to be on the back nine. You're literally setting them up. So you're setting them up for failure. You're setting them up for a lifelong of disease and bad habits. You're setting them up for a lifetime of addiction. Damn. I think let's do a video. I think we got a video here. We had a video from yesterday. Oh yeah, remember yesterday our brains were fucking so blown out we couldn't do the video. Remember, fam, we got 2 more days for the Hot Swole Summer Special. Check out swolenormousx.com. Get access to all the private live streams. Remember, Monday, 12 noon Eastern time, we have our accountability meeting. Don't miss out on that. Accountability meeting, 12 noon Eastern time, inside Swole TV. Be there or be square. swolenormousx.com. Join today. Hot Swole Summer Special for all unlimited memberships is available right now. Join the fam because we're fucking crushing it. Let's do a video. Where is this thing here? We got a fat doc here. Let's do a fat doc. What do you think? Fat doc? Fat doc. Fat doc. Fat doc.
What's in the box?
Let's see what this one's about.
There are 3 ways to reduce your hunger when trying to lose weight.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This thing again? All right, hold on a second. All right, pause. I was like, this guy's a fat doctor? I didn't realize we have a cave troll. I didn't realize my cousin Balin will give us a royal welcome. All right. Jesus Christ. Okay, not this dude. This dude was 3 days. Okay, there we go. They've got a cave troll. All right, here we go.
There are 3 ways to reduce your hunger when trying to lose weight.
Number 1, stop trying to lose weight.
Fool of a took. Someone lost. No, I haven't seen Lord of the Rings in years. I've just seen them way too many times. Okay, just stop losing weight. All right, let's rewind this again. We'll watch it through. I'll try not to stop it. It hurts. I have to.
There are 3 ways to reduce your hunger when trying to lose weight.
Number 1, stop trying to lose weight. Number 2, stop trying to deny your cravings.
Oh yeah. True.
Number 3, learn to listen to your body's internal cues. If it's telling you you're hungry, then eat. If it's
telling you you're hungry, then eat. This is not good for food addicts. This is not, if you're talking about being in the jungle as a hunter-gatherer, yeah, if you're hungry, go hunt your food, find it. This is not for people that are addicted to McDonald's and processed carbohydrates that are just ordering Papa John's on their fucking phone every day. What are you talking about? Yeah, just go for that heroin, that crack that you gave up, that alcohol that you were addicted to. Give me a break. Just eat. How the fuck is this person a doctor? Why are your cheeks red? That's not healthy. Why are your cheeks red? Unhealthy, like obese people's cheeks are always red.
When you're full, then stop eating. Your body knows how much to eat and what to eat. You just have to learn to trust it.
Your body knows just how much and what to eat. You just have to trust it. You just have to trust it. Bloody hell, you just have to trust it. You just have to trust it. What's going on with your hair? You don't look healthy. My God, if you're going to tell people, if you're going to tell someone about their health, if you're going to get in people's face, you better fucking look healthy. You better look healthy. I wouldn't be here yelling at people to go to the fucking gym if I didn't live it myself. If I didn't take care of my health, I wouldn't be preaching to other people. I preach what I practice. I don't practice what I preach. It's the opposite. I just share what I do. This is insane. Why would you take any advice from someone who looks like they're going to drop dead tomorrow?
There are literally millions of videos on the internet teaching people how to lose weight.
There are millions of videos on the internet teaching people how to lose weight. I just want to fucking.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
All right, we'll continue. I'll let it play.
And yet studies show that the vast majority of us cannot sustain any weight loss over a long period of time.
Give me the number.
There's a reason for that.
Say it.
We're not meant to. Our body is not designed to lose weight. And
our body is also not meant to have an excess of calories, you fucking noggin. Yo. Our bodies are not meant to lose weight. Quite the opposite. Our bodies are programmed. We've evolved to try. That's why it's so easy to put on fat. Okay? That's why it's easy to put on fat. It's not easy if you're eating real food. Like if you're like eating more animal-based, right? Grass-fed beef, not full carnivore, but come on, the way that we all eat this shit, it's so hard to gain weight. Can anyone else, right? Drop in the comments. It's so fucking hard to lose weight. And I'm not saying everyone has access to grass-fed ribeyes or grass-fed beef, but like even grain-fed, eating that kind of stuff, it's so hard to eat too much. Can you? Sure. But if you're lifting weights, you're not going to get fat. Give me a fucking break. You're not going to gain weight. It's so fucking hard. If you're lifting, if you're not doing jack shit, it's really easy to get fat. If you're fucking lifting hard, sleeping properly, 7 pillars across the board, give me a fucking break. Your body is trying to store fat because it's really hard to get calories in nature. Go into the woods and try to find calories. You might find a fruit tree. Good luck getting in enough calories and enough protein to suit you. Guess what you're going to have to do in the woods? If you're a vegan and you're in the woods, you're going to die. If you're a vegan and you get dropped off in the woods, you will die. You will die. Legit, you will fucking die. Because one, you'll probably eat a plant that will kill you, and there's no way you'll get enough calories. Not a fucking chance. Not a fucking chance you will survive. However, if you hunt a buffalo or an elk or a deer, oh yeah, you eat the organs and stuff, boom, everything you need. Everything you need. Fat, protein, you're good to go. You find a fruit tree when it's in season, you're a solid. I wonder what we're supposed to do. I wonder what the optimal diets are for humans. If you live by the ocean, guess what you're eating? Fish. You're in tropical climates, yeah, you might have some coconuts, some tubers and stuff. You're going to have some fish and stuff. Yeah. But you're not getting in garbage. Think about what you find in nature. Fish, animals, right? Fruit. What else are you getting? You're not getting Lay's potato chips. You're not getting Oreos. You're not getting Red Bull. None. This is so insane. God, your fucking face. God, your fucking face. Was there ever such an impossible man? Jack London reference for the hardcore.
Our body is not designed to lose weight. And every time you go on a diet and you listen to men like this, we end up gaining weight in the long term. Weight cycling is bad for you. We've got to stop doing it.
How about you don't get fat to begin with, and you don't have to. You need to cycle more. I recommend there's Soul Cycle. You can do Soul Cycle. You can go spinning. I recommend you do something, for God's sake. If you don't get fat to begin with, you don't have to cycle. If you're just doing it properly, like stop worrying about the diets. Just eat properly, and your body will figure it out.
It's like this simply exist to make money. Don't buy into it. Check out real information on www.fatdoctor.co.uk.
Ooh. Fam, who wants to go look at some fucking gunch? Fatdoctor.co.uk. If any of you want to have some fun tonight, maybe send some more good shit. Put in the Telegram chat or something. I don't want to look. I don't want to know. Man, is that where like the Holy Grail is? It's like national treasure. It's like national treasure. You go in there, it's like under the fucking river. You see like the city of gold. You're like, oh. It's just all the fucking shit. It's like all the haze stuff in the world. Such a punchable face. Oh my God. Oh my God. Just watching her like gave me a sugar crash. Okay. Good Lord. If you want real information, just go to fatdoctor.co.uk. If your name is Fat Doctor, your name is Fat Doctor. Your name is Fat Doctor. Your name is Fat Doctor. Fat Doctor. Does that say anything? Fat Doctor. Your name is Fat Doctor. I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore, fam. I don't know. Can't believe these people exist. Oh, wow. How can you be a doctor? What's going on? What's the requirement to be a doctor in the UK? Do you just like, I don't know. Do you just like go like the DMV and just apply? Like, how do you become a doctor in the UK? Tell me. I really don't know. I've never been, but I feel like you can like do it online or something. He said the naughty word in a British accent.
I fart in your general direction.
Good Lord. Oh, I'm tired. I am fatigued. I'm fatigued, fam. I'm fatigued. I think we know exactly. We got a swole slut today, don't we now? We got a swole slut today. Fam, come on. Who's a swole slut? You tell me. We all know who's a swole slut today. We all know who the swole slut is. Drop in the comments down below. You all fucking know exactly who's a swole slut today. We got a Swole Fam post earlier in today's episode, the first one we read, and it's Booger Bubble, you nailed it. It's absolutely 100% Beth.
Congratulations!
Now, Swole cards are raffled off, and they're also distributed where they're needed the most. And, you know, what's really powerful about these posts is not like, and Beth isn't complaining. She's not here like all whining and bitching. She's sharing an experience that so many of us have gone through. And that's equally as important. You know, this isn't a complaint. This is a vent. This is, you know, this is like a call. It's like a desperation. This is just a frustration, but it's also a lot of success. You know, this is a lot of, I think a lot of people that will read this or hear this would underestimate how much self-awareness it takes to not only notice all of this, but to write it out coherently. And then also the fucking balls to share this. This is personal shit. Like, this is personal shit. And I appreciate that Beth shared it. And, you know, of course I'm sharing it on the Mancast, but this is very important stuff that a lot of people deal with and wouldn't have the mindset. And not that everyone, I mean, just because you're having a troubled time doesn't mean that you have to share it. If you don't share it, you're not a good person. You're not self-aware. But that she did that, it's just it's so valuable to share with other people. And to be aware that this is the situation, to be aware enough to focus on what she needs to do to go to the gym. She says she's going to Planet Fitness. She's doing it. She's got reminders on her phone to go to the gym and take care of herself, despite all this frustrating shit. And I think one of the most challenging things, by the way, everyone, can you all do the normal shit? Go on this post. in the private Facebook group and let Beth know that she won today's Swole card. She is the epitome of a fucking filthy Swole slut, and we want her to have the Swole card. So tell her to send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Nope. No, Falcon. That's a wrong Falcon. Wrong button. Oh my God. I swear. I know I haven't given you much attention, and no, we're not closing the nut. Okay. Where was I? Where the fuck was I? I forget. My God. I mean, nothing wrong with another anthem, but I forget where we're going with this. Let her know that she won today's Swole card. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1905 in the subject, mailing address in the body of the email. But we all have like these issues with family. Here's what I was going to say. One of the problems with not just family, but people that are close to you is that you care about them. You care about them so much. And when you have information, when you have real information, when you have the best... What in the fuck? Freddie, I'm not closing this nut. No, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Why is everything just absolutely wigging out all of a sudden? Freddie, what the fuck did you hit? What is that? Jesus Christ. Excuse me?
How dare you?
Come on, man.
All right, Freddie, Freddie's banned from the next episode. Tomorrow, there's no Freddie. No Falcon. No fucking Falcon. I'm done. None. I don't care. You're grounded. Grounded. When you care about family, right? When you care about family or friends, when you have knowledge, when you have better knowledge and you want to share with people, it's really hard when they don't take it. It's really hard when you just can't get them to do it. And that's the problem. You can't control what people do. You can only control what you do, which is why leading by example is so important. You just can't force anyone to do it. There's so many lifestyle habitual changes, but whether it's your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your best friend, your children, it's really heartbreaking when you're like, oh, this will help you so much if you just cut this stuff out, if you just practice meditating, or you just ate a little bit different, do an elimination diet with me. Oh, try this food. It's so good. And just try. It's really hard where they won't do it. Which is why you really have to kind of go blinders on. Going back to, was it Brian's post? Going back to Brian's post earlier about like shitty comments that really get into your head. It's like, you can't control what people do. You have to lead by example. You have to go blinders on, right? You have to go blinders on. And it's not always easy, but it gets easier. You have to practice it. That's why you keep a tight circle. That's why we FEF every Friday, but it's really a work in progress. And that's why brain gains are important, fortifying your mind, speaking your mind, being authentic to yourself, which is why when I put out content, yeah, I'm abrasive. Yeah, I swear a lot and I say things in a certain way, but I believe and I agree with, I say things for a reason. I post it out there. So if someone doesn't like it, it's like, all right, fine. But you get that callous. It's like lifting. I think I'm tying everything in today. It was it Matt's post? Mike's post about the knurling. So Mike's post, we got some Mike over here. We got some Mike over here making some fucking gains with his Orion rack. What up, Bish? So he was talking about the knurling. Like, man, that knurling is brutal. It's like, yeah, but you build a callus, right? So your callus builds up over time. It's just like barefoot walking and being barefoot. Like your calves might hurt a little bit or your feet might ache, but then you're more barefoot more often and you build up it's adaptation. You build muscle. At first, you're really fucking sore, but now if you've been lifting for 20 years, you pick up 10-pound weights. It's like you could curl that all day and not feel sore, not feel fatigued. So you have to build up a callus. It's practice. You have to practice not giving a fuck. You have to practice not caring. You have to practice letting that shit like wash over you. And remember, it's more about them than you. You got to put your shit out there. We live in a world where we're just inundated with so much bullshit. It's really hard to filter that out, but you got to keep your circle extra tight, which is why you have to really keep those blinders on extra tight because there's so much more shit coming at you. But that's why I say there's less traffic on that extra mile. Just step off to the side, join the Swole fam, and it's smooth sailing. Just put the blinders on. Put the fucking blinders on. Step out of the fucking madness. Think for yourself. Put the and just focus on your shit. And it's really peaceful. It's really peaceful if you don't inundate yourself with bullshit. It's another reason why I don't always go and I'm not talking about the news. I'm not doing red, white, and swoles all the time. I'm aware of what's going on in the world, but it's a fucking hot mess. We talk about it here. I just can't subject myself and submerge myself in that shit all the time. I just can't internalize. I'm aware of it, but then I have to you gotta center yourself. It can wear you down. This is why a lot of YouTubers or people that create content or people that are in politics or the media, they burn out and they go insane because they're literally just drowning all the time. How long do you think you could last in the ocean and not drown? A couple hours, maybe if you had to, if your life depended on maybe a day, right? You have those like heroic stories where people survived in the ocean for just ridiculous amounts of time and kicked their way for like 3 days on no water for and fishermen found them and whatever. But there's always magic stories and unique heroic situations, but you can only stay afloat for so long. Fat floats. Savage. Indeed it does. Indeed it does. Well, fam, congratulations to Beth. Make sure you go and comment on her post. Congratulations. Let's nut this beesh. Falcon, can I give you one more chance? Should we give the Falcon one more chance? One more chance? One more chance? One more chance. All right. Head on over to swolenormersx.com. Join the Swole fam today. Remember, tomorrow is Ask Papa Swole Live, Red, White, and Swole, the Sunday Fun Day Q&A-ness. Lots of questions tomorrow. Falcon, please don't fuck this one up, please. Take us away. Bust this nut. Close it. Thank you. Thank you. Can we? Nicely done. Proper execution.
Come on, man.
Your father was a woman.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set.
It's all bullshit. All of it.
Bigger stickers?
Come on, man.
Wait, your bigger stickers? Here's a miss.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
How shall we fuck off, oh Lord?
Well, thank you so much, fam, for joining me for episode 1905 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Yes, Falcon, you did a good job. Much better. Fucked it up at the beginning, though. And in the middle. My God.
Make sure make sure you have the record player on at night.
Good advice. Anyone got records? Nope, not since 50 fucking years ago, old man. But you won't be president for more than a couple more weeks, because you have serious dementia. It's obvious. It has been obvious for a fucking year and a half, bro. We all said so. But people are offended by facts. Fuck those beaches. That's the jam right there.
And by the way, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
I am the danger.
All right, fam wise, thank you so much for being here. It was a great episode. This will be available shortly. Remember, leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts if you haven't yet. It makes a huge difference. I want to read those reviews, so leave a couple sentences. I would love to feature them on the next upcoming episode. And of course, follow The Daily Swole on Instagram, The Daily Swole on TikTok. Go to www.thedailyswole.com for all the links to the podcast and all that good shit. And of course, swolenormousx.com to join the Swole fam today. We'll see you tomorrow for the Red, White, and Swole Sunday Funday Q&A. Ask Papa Swolio Live 1906. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't left and they so mad, it's like...
Yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made, that's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard to paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element.